son of a... Alright, so here we are under the 7.38 liter diesel. This applies to 99 to 2003. So here's your starter here, and while you're under here, you're going to be looking around, you're going to be saying, wow, I got a lot of oil leaking out of this engine. It's everywhere. And you're going to want to fix it, but what I will say is don't waste your time. It's a 7.3. Just let it go. Anyways, so the first step is to disconnect the power, which is way up in there. So right up there, you got your 17 millimeter power, as well as your slip connector that you got to take off. So you're gonna want to do that first. So once you got those disconnected, if you have a high torque starter like I have, you're gonna have two 17 millimeter bolts. One's right here, and the other one is up on the top side, so a little bit of a pain to get to. Again, if you have and then if you have a regular starter, it's gonna be 3-bolt. If you have the high torque, just know that it is extremely heavy, and it is a pain to get in and out of there. It's very tight, but it will fit. So now we're gonna go ahead and drop this one out of here. Alright, so what I like to do when I take the starter out is just to test to make sure it's actually bad. So I have my jumper cables hooked up top to the positive and the negative, and then down here I have it grounded on the ear there, and then you're going to take your positive and you're going to touch it to the little guy right here. And you see that the starter there is not spinning. It's going out, but it's not turning. So next thing I'll do is I'll show you on a good starter here. Put that up there, and then touch this there. You can see it spinning. So that's how you know if it's actually your starter or not. Alright, so now that we've identified that the starter's bad, it's time to put it back in. What I do is I actually have a little cheater wire here, because it's a pain to plug this in once it gets up there. So it's time to lift this bad boy up and get it hooked up and see if the truck's going to start. Alright, that was the hard part. Now time to get the top bolt in and tighten her down. One thing I like to do is put some dielectric grease all over the terminal on the starter, just so it doesn't get wet and corrode, because I've had it happen on these trucks before. It seems like the water likes to splash up on them and makes the connection bad, so it'll kind of prevent you from having to get under here a couple more times. Alright, moment of truth. The truck hasn't been started in probably a month or so, so we'll let it cycle here a couple times. live.